What?
When they start talking, when the people who I fight, when they start talking, that's when y'all get them. I'ma beat his.
Can't do shit with.
For real. Y'all better be quiet.
You've been talking since I've been baby.
I can't wait.
I'ma show you.
And
I'ma show you.
Next, I told y'all who I want to fight. I can't keep saying the same thing. I already told y'all who I want to fight. The best versus the best. That should be my next fight.
It happens now? What do you think?
Yes.
You do?
Yeah, for sure.
Do you think it'll be your next one?
I think it could be.
Really?
I think it could be.
Gigantic.
Behind the scenes of the press event for Shakur Stevenson versus Teofimo Lopez, there were reports of a tense moment involving Gervonta Davis and Stevenson. Witnesses nearby said the situation became intense as a conversation shifted toward what might come next if Stevenson defeats Lopez, with Shakur forcefully pushing for a future matchup against Davis.
Top level, elite level fighter. So let's make boxing great again. Let's put the best fighters in the ring with each other, and let's see who come out victorious.
From the moment Shakur Stevenson and Gervonta Davis established themselves among the elite in boxing's lightweight ranks, a noticeable friction has existed between them that goes beyond standard rivalry. It isn't only about their shared position in a highly competitive division, but also stems from their ongoing exchanges, how they address one another publicly, the opponents they call for, and the reactions from their respective teams whenever they come face to face, whether that's during interviews, at press events, or across social media platforms.
Contemporaries have a lot to say these days. Shakur Stevenson, well, of course he's now 135 after all that stuff, and then Devin Haney.
Right, so why people even talk like he the best at, he didn't even fight at 135 yet.
Right.
He didn't even have power at 126, 126.30 or none of that.
He is good.
Okay. How can you, all that's just okay. How can you stop people that can actually hit? No matter all that boxing, you're going to get hit.
In boxing, taking punches is unavoidable regardless of how talented a fighter is. The real test comes in how they respond when it happens. For quite some time, fans have been pushing for a clash between Gervonta Davis and Shakur Stevenson, viewing it as one of the sport's most highly anticipated matchups. The appeal lies in the contrast of styles, with Davis known for his knockout power and explosive finishing ability, while Stevenson is recognized for his defensive mastery and sharp ring intelligence. Stevenson has consistently expressed interest in making the fight happen, even stating in interviews that he would delay other opportunities if it meant securing a bout with Davis next, highlighting how determined he is to step into the ring for that showdown.
Was he taking Jake fight?
Man, it ain't disrespectful to the sport if he choose that over fighting with me. I'm the best fighter in the sport. I've been telling him that. He called cap on it. So if you gonna call cap and say I'm not who I say I am, come prove it. I think it's dangerous for him to go back in there and fight Lamont. I think Lamont is a hell of a fighter. I can see that going left.
Shakur Stevenson has said his tension with Gervonta Davis comes down to attitude and awareness, explaining that fighters can sense when someone truly views them as a serious challenge. He noted that as Davis built his reputation, his behavior shifted from brushing him off to showing clear frustration. Stevenson believes that, regardless of what is said publicly, Davis recognizes the threat he brings, pointing to how visibly bothered he becomes whenever his name comes up. In Shakur's perspective, that reaction is rooted more in unease and outright disrespect, as he feels Davis understands the kind of difficulties he would face in the ring against him. He also pointed out a contrast in mentality, describing Davis as having a me-over-everyone approach, while he sees himself as someone eager to face top-level opponents in order to prove he stands above the rest.
For sure.
What changed?
Competition. As you get older, you start to know what competition is, and he kind of looked at me like I feel like I was a threat, which is rightfully so. Like I don't blame him for the way that he looked at me, but it is what it is. It's two guys that just want to be the best in our sport, and we ready to lay it all on the line.
Did he say to you like, "Yo, I don't want to be friends," or we can't, or is it just like a gradual thing where it started to become more distant?
Now you just know energy. You know energy. Once you feel the energy that's coming at you, you understand like, okay, I get it.
When do you think that started to change?
I think as he kind of matured and got older. Once you get older and mature, his energy kind of let it be known like, yeah, you the ops. We gotta fight. So
And perhaps as you were progressing and, you know, getting to the level
for
that you're
sure,
at now.
he knew exactly. Deep down inside, he could sit here and say, I'm not this, I'm not a good fighter, I'm not that, but deep down inside, he knows that I'm the truth.
Right.
So with him knowing that, he knows that I'm the biggest threat around where he's at.
Do you see he gets very upset when people ask him about you?
Yeah, I think that's insecurity though. I think he's insecure.
Because he knows that you give him trouble? Like, what's he insecure about in your opinion?
You with top level guys like him, cause like I'm kind of different. I look at things like competition, but like his mentality is more so like it's either me or it's nobody. It's not a 1A, 1B, or you don't have nobody equal to you. So I understand.
Despite the ongoing back and forth, Gervonta Davis has mostly stayed distant when it comes to directly entertaining the matchup. Following recent media appearances and promotional stops, he downplayed the possibility of facing Shakur Stevenson, openly challenging Stevenson's resume and suggesting he hasn't done enough to warrant that opportunity. When questioned by reporters about why the fight hasn't materialized, Davis responded by asking what Stevenson has actually achieved, making it clear he doesn't currently see him as a priority. Instead, Davis has pointed toward other potential opponents, including Devin Haney, Ryan Garcia, and Vasil Lomachenko, indicating those matchups hold more immediate interest for him. This approach comes across as more than simply sidestepping a difficult challenge. It presents a deliberate way of minimizing Stevenson's standing, reinforcing the tension between them by publicly casting doubt on his credibility as a top contender.
Like Shakur, right? Like he look like he got skill, right? But to be honest, I'm gonna be real. I ain't see him fight nobody that's like.
That's amateur shit. Come on, bro. When that heat coming back at you, them niggas like you can see it.
Yeah,
you can see it. They ain't really. These niggas just talking that way. And it's always, oh, he can be this, he can be the next. Nigga, prove yourself. You still haven't proved yourself. When someone was in front of you that can crack a little bit.
On the other side, Shakur Stevenson has been far more direct about his intentions, consistently stating that he wants to fight and is confident in the outcome. In multiple interviews over recent months, he has made it clear that he views himself as a better overall boxer, insisting that Gervonta Davis would not be able to defeat him. Stevenson has emphasized that his technical skill set and ring awareness will be the deciding factors in such a matchup, that he has also criticized Davis's career choices, suggesting that his opponent's selection and preferred weight conditions are designed to maintain an unbeaten record rather than test himself against the very best. These remarks go beyond typical competitive talk, serving as pointed criticism meant to frame Davis as cautious in his approach, while Stevenson presents himself as someone willing to take on top-tier challenges without hesitation.
Gimmick exhibition matches like Jake Paul versus Tank Davis or Floyd versus Tyson, good or bad for the sport of boxing?
I mean, I feel like in Floyd and Tyson situation is different than Jake Paul and Buddy. I feel like with Floyd and Tyson, it's like, okay, y'all deserve it. Y'all legends, y'all paid homage, y'all did the most for the sport of boxing already. So you deserve a big payday and be cool. I'm cool with it. I like it. But with Jake and Buddy, I feel like Buddy is a participate in the sport of boxing right now, and he just came off a draw his last fight. So if you're a real champion and top level guy that you say you are, which I think you are too, I think you're the truth. But if you're that guy and you just came off a draw, I think rematching will be the most competitive thing to do. With the Jake Paul situation, it's a money grab fight. So to me, it's like some...
When Gervonta Davis revealed plans to face Jake Paul, a noticeable wave of backlash came from boxing fans, many of whom expressed frustration with the decision. Critics argued that the matchup appeared to prioritize financial gain and mainstream attention rather than competitive significance, especially compared to a potential bout with Shakur Stevenson. Across social media, the fight with Paul was widely described as more of a spectacle than a serious test, leading some to suggest that Davis was steering away from the challenge Stevenson represents. Observers pointed to his past comments downplaying Stevenson, along with the absence of direct efforts to make that fight happen, as indications of hesitation. This reaction has strengthened the narrative among critics that Davis may be favoring high-reward opportunities with lower perceived risk instead of taking on one of the division's most respected and technically skilled fighters.
Obviously, you are a student of boxing. You love this sport. I mean, when you hear this today on social media or wherever you happen to get the news, were you like, what? Like, can that actually be, man?
Nah, I'm not shocked. I mean, his last fight when he fought Lamont, Jake Paul was at the fight. He told y'all he was going to fight somebody like Jake Paul. So I'm not shocked. It don't surprise me. So, nah.
You know, Shakur, Jake, when he fought Mike Tyson, he was 227 pounds. He was 199 and like 199 point something his last fight against Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. He hasn't been only boxing for a couple of years. He's 12-1. Tank Davis obviously been boxing his whole life. He's 30-0-1. He's knocked everybody out except for 3 opponents in his life. But at what point does size matter so much, though, where it can't be overcome, Shakur? And is it in this case here when you've got what is like a 70-pound difference between these two guys?
I mean, size will play some part of the fight, but if I'm thinking like I'm Tank, I'm probably just gonna go out there and try to outbox him and use my knowledge and IQ against him. So I can see Tank just outboxing him and making it real easy.
Is there any way any realistic or legitimate way in your mind you could see Jake Paul winning a fight against Tank?
No.
Nope.
Gervonta Davis showed no sign of shifting his stance, making it clear that outside opinions do not influence the direction of his career. While speaking at a media event for his bout with Jake Paul, he brushed off a Backlash by pointing out that fan reactions tend to change constantly and hold no weight in his decision-making. He also addressed critics directly, urging them to relax, enjoy the sport for what it is, and stop focusing so heavily on the choices he makes moving forward.
Boxing fans aren't happy with the fact you've taken this fight rather than the road rematch, fights with the likes of Shakur, Devin Haney, Teofimo, etc. What do you make of that reaction? Can we still expect to see those fights?
Why should I care what they think? When y'all switch somebody can have a bad day and y'all switching on who y'all favorite fighter is or who this person is supposed to fight. Like y'all need to sit back and be fans and just enjoy the sport. Like y'all even talk about people's personal lives. Like why when it come to that?
Can we still expect to see any of those fights in the future though?
And y'all keep talking about fighting somebody. Didn't he just have a fight? And what happened? He won, right? But how you look in it? Exactly. But y'all say some different shit when it's me, right? Cause y'all want me to lose. When y'all see people in that limelight too long, they want to take that they want somebody else to come take that spot. That's why it's always like, come on, bro. That's what happened with Floyd. Y'all seen him too much, and once y'all seen him so much, y'all start hating on it. Like.
Before any potential clash with Gervonta Davis can become a reality, Shakur Stevenson has an immediate challenge ahead. He is scheduled to face Teofimo Lopez in a major junior welterweight title fight, a matchup he has fully accepted as the next defining step in his career. A win in that bout would not only earn him another championship, but also significantly boost his standing when it comes to negotiating a future fight with Davis. Many observers believe that overcoming a well-known and accomplished opponent like Lopez is a key requirement for Stevenson to solidify his position as a leading contender. It's a fight that could bring him closer to a matchup with Davis, one that has been talked about for years but still remains unrealized.
Very talented, skillful, technique fighter.
Yeah.
Can't take anything away from it. However, scared to get hit. Scared to get knocked out in front of the world, scared to get touched up in front of the world.
Are you saying that off of the last fight or just
in general? In general.
Yeah.
In general. Me and Shakur sparred before. We did 3 rounds and it was just light work and me trying to figure out his jab. Because he have a good jab? Yeah, he does. But once you pass it, Once you pass this jab, it's game.
Yeah.
It's food. It's lunch food. I am the best. I don't see no contract that says Shakur's name on there.
Yeah.
So until then, I'm going to say and talk my stuff.
Yeah.
And if you want to come that way, then come that way. I mean, you have investors that are with you, and that's great, but they understand that they cannot have you come this way. Because I am too much of a...
Former multi-division world champion Shane Mosley has offered a confident prediction ahead of the upcoming clash between Shakur Stevenson and Teofimo Lopez, sparking interest among fans. Looking at their scheduled bout on January 31st, 2026, Mosley broke down the stylistic dynamics and indicated that he favors Stevenson in this matchup, though he acknowledged Lopez as a proven and powerful champion with significant experience and an impressive track record. However, Mosley pointed out that Stevenson's precision, footwork, and defensive awareness may prove decisive, particularly if he controls the tempo and keeps Lopez uncertain throughout the fight. While describing the contest as an intriguing battle of contrasting approaches, Mosley ultimately leaned towards Stevenson, citing his superior technical foundation as a key factor, despite the challenges posed by moving up in weight, and Lopez's success in the super lightweight division.
Shakur Stevenson's going to get slower moving up in weight or not, where Teofimo can hit him. Maybe he was really fast at 130, 26-30, maybe 35, but 40, you put on a little bit more weight. Shakur Stevenson has a very strong style where he can sit back and pot shot you and box and stuff like that, where Teofimo can also box and is very athletic and can get from side to side and can make things difficult for you as well. So what style is going to impose on the other is what we want to see.
So which style will impose? Is it something where like the first rounds really will dictate, or?
I think you're going to need a couple of rounds, but the first round is going to be very interesting. Maybe you see some tails, but I think maybe 2 or 3 you're going to start seeing one leave the other. Because I don't think that, well, maybe, I mean, Shakur might show some different, if he has to go after Teofimo, he might show some different type of heart that we haven't seen or different type of fighting we haven't seen. And vice versa, you know, whereas Teofimo's hitting him with different shots off the angle that is kind of giving, you know, Shakur Stevenson trouble. We'll see about that.
As discussions carry on and fans continue to argue over possibilities, a matchup between Shakur Stevenson and Gervonta Davis remains one of the most talked about yet uncertain fights in boxing. Stevenson has repeatedly described it as the sport's biggest event, stating it has a potential to shatter pay-per-view records and capture global attention whenever it becomes reality. Despite his strong belief and ongoing calls for the fight, both boxers are currently heading in different directions. Stevenson is focused on strengthening his record and career progression, while Davis continues to handle his own plans and priorities. As a result, even with all the hype surrounding it, this highly anticipated showdown may still take time before it finally comes together.
In your head, when are we gonna see the Shakur Tanks, the Shakur Devin, the Devin Tanks?
There's only one fight that is really
the one.
Bad. Like, if we were like gonna be for real about it, like,
keep it honest.
Like,
What's the fight?
My opinion,
because
we talking about like skill and like boxing, like all around boxing, right?
Yeah.
Because we ain't talking about somebody that just got a good jab or what.
Yeah.
We talking about like all around.
That can do everything.
Yeah, boxing.
Yeah.
Me and Tank the biggest fight.
That's the one.
It's the biggest fight in the world.
Yeah.
Like, it's gonna be the biggest boxing fight in the world when it happens.
Y'all, what you think? Like 147, 140?
Nah, hell no.
135?
35, 40, I don't know. I could see it happening not too far in the future.
Really?
Yeah. I think Tank will sign that contract.
Dang.
And I'm going to sign a contract too.
Do you think Gervonta Davis should take on Shakur Stevenson if Stevenson gets past Teofimo Lopez? Or is there a reason this fight hasn't happened yet? Share your opinion in the comments.